Okay, Rory, how you doing? So, when you open up Touch Designer, it might look something like this. The idea today is I just want to show you part of the new program I've worked out for getting the butterflies to move. So, what you need to do is right click on the mouse like this and drag and delete. Oh, hold on, there we go. Lovely. So just delete anything you need to, so you've got a clear space to start off with. And if you've got anything in the way, just clear it out. Okay, so first thing you do is hit Tab. So you hit Tab and you go to the blue where it says SOP. So click on that, and then in the box up here, put REC. And then you'll find rectangle is the only one that's left there, highlighted. So you click on rectangle and then click on the background, and that should drop down there. I'm moving closer and further away with middle mouse so you can zoom in or out. So we do that again, and what we now do is in the box up there we go TRA because we're looking for transform. And then we've got trace, trail, transform. Click on that one and click there. Now we then connect like this. Now nothing's happened yet, but this rectangle has gone into the transform, and the transform lets us do lots of different things to it. But the one we're interested in is scale. So scale here, this box here is about the X and Y axis. So that's left and right, or kind of how wide we want this to be. Because if I make this half, it will get thinner. So it's one high, because this is the Y. So the X here is how wide it is, left and right. So that's half, right? And then this box here is how tall it is on the Y axis, up and downs, and that's 1. And it's 1 on the Z as well, but that doesn't matter for the moment. So with this scale, if I move this up and down, if I make it 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1, we're back to where we were. What if I do this? If I make it small and big and keep it doing that. So one way to do this is, once again, we hit Tab and we go up to the green chop. So you can stop this video anytime, go back, do whatever you need to do. That's why videos are great. So we've gone to the chop, and we're going to go down and get an LFO. So it's in the third column down the bottom, LFO. Click on that one, and then click just maybe somewhere there. And that's moving. If it's not moving, you need to hit the space bar to make the program run. So what that LFO there is doing is it's counting. The 0 is in the middle, and it's counting to the right and going up to 1, then back to the middle, and then it's moving to the left to -1. We're just going to do one thing, and let's go over here. If this box is not here, then hit P, and that will bring the box up. We're going to go to this first box here and make that Gaussian. Now all that does is it means it doesn't go into the negative area. So it goes from 0 up to 1 and back to 0. 1, 0, 1, 0. Now, what we want to do is attach those numbers to our scale here. So I click on the LFO and I hit A. And that means it's gone green like this, which means I can grab those, what's happening in there, and attach it to something else. So I'm going to click on transform. So the box comes up for transform. Going to go back here, grab this, drag it over, and drop it onto the scale in the X, and click on export chop. So now this is going from 0 up to 1. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So that's moving our rectangle like that. So that's all well and good. But what we can do is put a butterfly onto the rectangle, and if we can make the rectangle disappear and just leave the butterfly, we'll have a flapping butterfly. So I'm going to get Willow to do that next bit. So you can work with her on this next bit. So check out her video with her.